What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I am joined by my co-host as well as the best road trip partner a guy can ask for, whose name is not Hugo Ramsey. Podcast Dad Troops, how we doing, buddy?
I'm better than Hugo Ramsey. Come on.
That's not. It's not even. It's not even close. It's not even close.
On a road trip. Close. Come on.
No. That's no blasphemy,
dude. Real quick, shout out to the Wrestling Junkies who drove 11 and a half hours total, right? 11 and a half hours total.
It was damn near 12 at this point.
Almost 12. Yeah, almost 12. One pit stop.
Exactly one. Exactly one.
And I'm not shitting you guys at all. One pit stop during this entire trip, which is crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah, Scenic City Invitational is in the books. There was a lot of weather and construction on the way down. The state of Kentucky was not super kind to us when it comes to infrastructure or rain. So we did lose some time. I had to white knuckle it a little bit there a few times, but we made up our time. We got to Chattanooga in the nick of time to watch night one of Scenic City Invitational. Just an incredible weekend that it's really become one of our favorite times of the year, and it's a constant, I feel like, when it comes to what we do now.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a yearly thing. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we have two more joining us next year. But yeah, this is a trip that I think I definitely want to go on every single year. It's one of the better times I have in wrestling, and if you guys want to go down there and see some amazing wrestling, I mean that's the place to go. The TWE arena does not lie. If those walls could speak.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just an incredible time. Had again, shout out to Scott Hensley, Matt Griffin, Dylan Hales. We have to name them. Another. It'd be kind of a dick move if we didn't.
Dude, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, well.
And
Bosby walks on water. And,
Tim Bosby, Jameson Shook, Jaden Newman, Hakeem Young.
Yes.
Just a litany of names that we were able to see down there. Appreciate everybody down there. Bacavella, obviously.
He does. He has a very specific hobby when it comes to watching the Wrestling Junkies podcast.
Yes, he does.
Apparently, that's all we can say on camera.
No, everybody down there it was an amazing time. Cody Mayhorn, same thing. Just great time. Great time was had by all. Got to see some new names that we haven't seen before, and we'll stay tuned. We'll have some of those names on, and it was just what wrestling tournament done extremely well with some surprises in there. Casey Owens making it to the finals. Did not have that on my bingo card, but man, he looked amazing the entire tournament. Got some big wins, and it was a great time. It was a really, really great time.
Also, a special shout out to Rob Weathers. He got the call last minute to do commentary for SCI weekend last year. He was watching it in the crowd with us, and a year later, he's getting to provide the play-by-play with Mose on that, and did a phenomenal job. And Rob's another guy that we've gotten to know and really, really enjoy in our time in wrestling. And we are certainly very proud of him and the work that he does. He busts his ass to get ready for those shows, and this weekend was no different. He said it best. He said this on social media. Casey Owens, and I have to give it to him, he was the MVP of Scenic City weekend. I think just sheer work rate and consistency. There's just something about him, whether you love him or whether you don't, and we're certainly in the latter. You can't deny that he was a presence in that tournament, longest running Gig City champion in TWE history. And this was, he's a well-known name down there, but this felt like a breakout kind of day for him.
He is part of the good hand, and that is a train. And it doesn't skip a beat, whether which member it is. We probably should have seen that coming, to be honest with you. As amazing of a year that the good hand have had, it probably rubbed off a little bit on Casey Owens, and he did extremely, extremely well.
And I have to say, I even have to hand it to Hunter Drake as well. I think he was another kind of dark horse to make his way to the finals, especially knowing that his first round match was against Bojack. But it's all it's all about getting the win. Doesn't really matter how you do it. And he managed to find a way to do it, to get himself to the finals. So, I mean, say whatever you want about how he got to the finals, but he got to the finals. So, it was an incredible weekend. And, we're going to be talking about it throughout the week. We just kind of wanted to get our coverage started. But most importantly, we will be having the winners of the Action Future Showcase. Tommy Davis, he will be joining us tomorrow, as well as the 2025 Scenic City Invitational winner, Jamison Shook, will be joining us. And I gotta say that, I mean, we've seen some incredible performances from Jamison Shook in 2025. This might have been his finest weekend of the year to date. I think he was definitely the favorite going in to the tournament this weekend, but just gutsy, just never say die, just visceral win for him, and we could not be prouder of him. And we're going to get to talk to him about all of it. And we'll also be having Action Wrestling CEO Matt Griffin joining us as well. Podcast Dad, I know this is where we would usually do our plugs, and I know that we've kind of taken away from that. And I apologize, but I've had them on the screen. Find us on X at Junkies Pod, as well as on TikTok. Like us on Facebook. We're on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, and I've been waiting so long to put this graphic up, we have finally hit our goal of 500 YouTube subscribers, and I can't thank everybody enough that has helped us to get to this point. 2.5 years of blood, sweat, tears, hard work, and a milestone that we have been chasing for quite a while now. We have finally achieved. And Podcast Dad, I'm going to turn it over to you, because this is just as much your show as it is mine.
Yeah, no, speechless. For the first time in history of the podcast, Dad might be speechless. No, the support is amazing. Again, I think we saw a lot of that this weekend. Just everybody, respectful, and it's just super nice and everything about it. But we can't do stuff like that if we don't have you guys subscribing. So really, really appreciate it. I think from the bottom of our hearts, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. And just like wrestling, we keep going. We're going to keep this up. We're going to get to 1,000 next, and hopefully you guys continue this ride with us. We're just two idiots that like talking wrestling who met at a beer games, and this is where we're at now. So, amazing, and thank you guys so much. We really, really mean it. Even though Eric can be kind of a twat sometimes, we really, really do appreciate everybody.
I'm a twat. You're a twatopotamus, but I love you.
That's fine.
And cheers to you and to everybody that is watching right now. I know. I had it in the fridge. I figured if there was ever an occasion to break it out, it was this. So,
and yes, I have.
Thank you, and thank everybody.
I have seen the song suggestions. You guys need to come up with one, because I'm only doing one.
No, we'll do a couple of them.
No. That's not what I said. Shout out to the Great Brian Hope for the Ghost reference too. I will not be singing that because it is in Latin. But Jameson I might have to do the Jameson one. It's so damn catchy.
You gotta do the hand gesture. Actually, I feel like we need to put it to a vote. I think if we have to put it to a vote and let people decide, I think that Mystical Magical needs to be a song choice here. It has to be. It has to be. Don't you think that Maisie would love to see her dad singing Benson Boone to celebrate 500 subscribers?
No, I don't think she would. You know what you're doing. I hate what you're doing. You know what you're doing. But no.
Whatever do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just saying it's a very popular song right now.
It's not. It's an annoying song. I just can't escape this man. Benson Boone. Maybe I will if you subscribe and follow the Junkies. Maybe I will.
If we get to 1,000, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, karaoke doing Mystical Magical. Not even for 1,000 subs.
You know how many times I sang that song yesterday?
I know, but everybody should see it. Should see that tender moment of the podcast, Dad.
Nope, you won't. But no, again, greatly appreciate everything that everyone has done along with us on this journey. Again, I think we thanked a lot of the wrestlers, but that includes Bryce Cannon,
Yes.
obviously the Exotic Youth,
Landon Hale,
Zach Mosley, Landon Hale, Peps. Even though you won't come on our show, we do appreciate you. CWE as a whole, Progress,
Wrestle Rave,
Wrestle Rave.
we
Everybody.
have
ETU.
yes.
Everybody that's kind of took a chance on us and partnered with us, and we greatly appreciate you guys.
And we will have a pretty cool announcement coming related to some stuff that we're going to be doing with Wrestle Rave. So stay tuned in the next couple of weeks as we get those details finalized. But Podcast Dad, we were enjoying indie wrestling. Yes, of course.
Also, real quick, shout out to GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. This hat right here took a beating this weekend, and it is still super comfy. So if you want high quality, it took an elbow drop. Casey Owens knocked it off my head. Tim Bosby chucked it across the arena, and it is still in tip-top shape. So if you want quality, amazing wrestling material, wrestling gear, any adjective that I can say, look at that. What is it? Look at the adjective. Play. Anything that is high quality comes from Gorilla Press Apparel. .bigcartel.com. Please support them just like you support us.
Yes. I would also like to point out, since you mentioned Hakeem Young, I was the interim Coastal Empire Wrestling Coastal Chaos champion very briefly on Saturday.
I tried
to make sure the photos are out there. The photos are out there that I was the champion there very briefly for a couple of hours. Okay.
I tried my best, Hakeem.
He was nowhere to be found. So that makes
it was a new venue for him. He unfairly lost.
He lost his championship, and I relinquished it back to him.
Underhanded tactics, taking 2 losses this weekend. One wasn't his fault. The other one, I think there was something in his eyes. So, and you don't deserve to hold that title. So
yeah, well, you know what? I will go down in the history books as former CEW Coastal Chaos champion. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes. Anyway, Podcast Dad, we enjoyed a lot of indie wrestling this weekend, but there's still a lot that went down. SmackDown, Raw coming up tonight as well. One big takeaway that I want to talk about from Friday is the fact that at SummerSlam, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, they will be going at it once again. Cody Rhodes, the king of the ring, so we are getting the WrestleMania rematch. This time, it is a street fight.
Double turn
first. That's kind of where I was. That's where I was going to go with it. Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, I think the double turn's happening. Right, I think we saw a little bit of heelish tactics from Cody Rhodes.
Yes,
I think we're starting to slowly see good guy John Cena come back. Right, I think some of the looks that he's giving, I think some of the actions that he's doing. Yeah, I think we're getting a double turn, and that's fine. I don't know where they go after that, but you think The Rock gets involved in any way, shape, or form?
So I have seen that conspiracy theory floating around the interwebs a little bit. I want to believe that he can salvage this, or not necessarily salvage this, but I want to believe that they can rectify what they put in our heads for WrestleMania season, because it was intentional. Rocket, kind of said that the point of me being the Elimination Chamber was to drive the ticket sales that were lagging. We know that they are going to break glass in case of emergency when it comes to Dwayne as a board member now. That's what they're going to do. I think it's ultimately, do I think that The Rock shows up at SummerSlam? I'm going to say yes. 2-night SummerSlam, first one. And I'll put that yes at like a 60%.
Good.
Yeah. You?
I think I'd put it around 20%.
Okay.
He hasn't been around since Chamber, right? So I don't see why he would come back now. We haven't seen any tease of that. We haven't seen any clues to that. We haven't seen anything like that. I know there's stuff online like the sunglasses and the watch and all that good stuff. Do I need The Rock in this storyline? Not really.
Yeah, I don't think that you do. But I just think about, again, 2-night SummerSlam, first time ever. They do want to pull out all the stops. That's why I'm putting it at a little bit more than 50-50 that he shows up. Just again, because they are trying to make it the spectacle and want to bring that same energy that, WrestleMania's 2 nights has been a rousing success since the pandemic. I mean, it genuinely has. And they want to recreate that with SummerSlam as well, because I think that when we look at, let's just say I'm just going to keep it a big 4 for now. 2 nights, we've seen it work for WrestleMania, so I want to try it with SummerSlam. It would not surprise me that if SummerSlam is successful in a few years, that Rumble is probably the one that gets the 2-night treatment as well. I don't think Survivor Series needs it, but I could see the Rumble getting that treatment.
I don't know how you would do that, but Rumble each night, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I think you have the 2, and it's fine. I don't want a 2-night Rumble. Yeah, I don't want that. I want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. But yeah, I think the double turn's coming. I think it's time for Cody to do something different. Yeah. We saw the hero story arc. Now we need to see the villain side, right? Like, yeah, you guys cheered for me. We got all of it. I took WWE to one of the hottest points it's been in a while. That kind of thing, just arrogance, all that good stuff, right? We need to see that side of Cody, I think, in this return, because he's been back 4 years now.
3 years? No, a little over 3, about 3.5. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
even still, in a year of that, he basically spent on the shelf.
Yeah. So I think it's time to, all right, let's see this meaner, harsher side of Cody Rhodes, and we don't need that uber babyface Cody Rhodes at the moment, I don't think. So
it'll be intriguing to see what his justification is for turning, should that happen, because the fans have not really turned on him yet. Like, he still gets massive. Yeah. They haven't. At least based on crowd reaction and kind of what we're seeing, merchandise sales, things of that nature, WWE Universe is genuinely still behind Cody Rhodes as a babyface. Should this take place at SummerSlam, we don't know anything that says that this is going to happen or not, but I do like the idea of doing it before it gets stale, because that is something that WWE has routinely not listened to and kind of continued to shove that down our throats. But this will be a big test for Triple H. It's one thing to turn John Cena, because I think that a lot of people can argue that it was fine. I think the expectation that was set with Elimination Chamber was not necessarily met.
Nope.
And this is a chance to do this again with somebody who is arguably as popular, who still has another, if we're lucky, 10 years plus left in the ring. And we've seen what Cody Rhodes can do as a heel in WWE, but this will be otherworldly because he has the former executive experience. He has the fact that he's the face of the company now. There are all of these things, and he's tapped into this charisma that was only starting to blossom when he left WWE, that we have not necessarily seen on full display here. So he's going to have the machine behind him, and we'll see what he does as a heel, but I'm intrigued.
What's the old saying? Turn them as they're white hot as a babyface, then you turn them. So yeah.
It's kind of like how Belichick would, cut people before that we would get you releasing him, and we see what happens in those subsequent seasons after that, and that's kind of like, oh damn, he knew what he was talking about.
Well, except for Brady, but yeah,
can't win them all.
No, you can't. Real quick, did you watch any of Slammiversary? Did you see any of the results, anything like that?
I did see some results. Color me shocked. This is nothing against JC Jane whatsoever. Masha should have won that match.
It is a little weird.
Masha should have won that match. I don't like. I understand that WWE wants to get everything they can out of this partnership with TNA. So, of course, because TNA wrestlers are getting WWE time and probably getting access to Performance Center and a bunch of other perks that we as wrestling analysts are not seeing every day, there's no reason that Masha, who is one of the very best the Knockouts division has to offer, could not walk out with the NXT Championship. She can stand toe-to-toe with every woman in that locker room. And most of the men, too, as we have seen in GCW Tournament of Survival. Why would you not have somebody like that just come in and dominate? See what you have with Masha, because I think she would be a great fit in WWE, especially in that mid-card division with the IC and US titles. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a little weird, that they waited until like everything was signed with the partnership, and then they started swapping titles, and so far we haven't seen any of the WWE titles been swapped. And now we're sitting here with the TNA World Champion and the TNA Knockouts Champion being on,
Okay.
Hey, are you all right?
Well, as the podcast dad is very much a real podcast dad, I will say that, yeah, very, very surprised that we have seen this JC 2 belts gimmick, and this is nothing against JC Jane or anything that she has done in her time in NXT. I just, at this point, looking at the roster that we have, we've got Jordynne Grace waiting in the wings. That I am okay if she never wins the NXT Women's Championship. I think that this is just to get some seasoning on her, to so that way when she's ready for the main roster, she's had experience on TV and knows WWE's production style of wrestling. But I'm fully ready for the Blake Monroe era to start. But we have that little Jordynne Grace hurdle to get over as well. That is just surprising that I personally thought that we would see Masha come over and have a Jordynne Grace match potentially. Blake Monroe taking that title off of Masha just to preserve Jordynne Grace. But it is certainly very surprising to see that is what happened in that title picture. And we're going to let it play out. Like I said, surprising. And that's just my thought. I think that Masha would have been the one to benefit from this, and having a TNA World Championship end up in WWE camp on the women's side, I think would have, or TNA wrestler with the NXT Championship on the WWE side would be entertaining, just to kind of give us those parallels. But we will see what happens. Trick Williams retaining. I think that this is just setting up another title match, so that Bound for Glory is when that title reign comes to an end as well. But I do want to point out a very, very heartfelt moment. If you've not had the chance to take a look at this, we had the X Division Championship on the line. Moose taking on Leon Slater in just a phenomenal match. Do yourself a favor, catch the highlights if you have not already. And upon getting the win, AJ Styles makes his long-awaited return to TNA, and I gotta say, it's a little surreal to see him back. As somebody that watched very early days of TNA, and this is back when Fox Sports Ohio was broadcasting it, so it was an hour show. Not quite the entertainment storytelling that we have seen TNA come to adopt over the years. Much more sports-oriented product, and AJ Styles coming back after having done so much for TNA was really cool to see. Podcast Dad, welcome back. So we were talking about Masha and JC Jane. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand. I mean, I don't know. I don't get why both TNA main championships are on NXT people, I guess. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me right now. I guess we're going to have to do the wait and see game, right, to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Trick will have this title for very long, but
Bound for Glory, he's got to lose it.
Say that, and I thought he was going to lose it last night, but he didn't. So I'm not sure.
He lost in a way that I feel sets up a rematch. I still think that Mike Santana is the guy. I think that's what we're getting ourselves ready for.
Well, and is it another situation where is it going to be too little too late with crowning that champion, right? Because I think we had the same thing with Joe Hendry, where we just wanted it, and by the time he won, it was like, oh yeah, okay, he won it. We want to see him in NXT, right? So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We shall see what happens. Sorry.
What do you think of AJ making his return?
I thought that was cool. Didn't overstay its welcome. Came out, put somebody over, and left. That's kind of what it needed to be, right? It was the perfect thing for the X Division. Moose is no longer the X Division champion, which I think is a good thing, right? Not to say he had a bad reign, but it kind of brings it back to the roots of what the X Division was.
Yeah.
And you bring out one of TNA's best stars to put over the new X Division champion. I thought it was very well done. Again, didn't overstay its welcome. I love that he used his own theme song. I thought that was fun, but yeah, it was fine. I don't think it wasn't anything like mind blowing. Like maybe people thought there was going to be an angle or something, and there wasn't. But it's all good.
Yeah, less is more. I feel like with these appearances. I mean, we had been waiting so long for AJ just to be back in TNA, especially given how he left. It was nice to have that hit of nostalgia again.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I want to see AJ do a little bit more in WWE, but if that means he's gonna do stuff in TNA, that's all well and good too.
SummerSlam IC title, baby.
I wish. Hope he wins.
It would be nice. It would be nice, but it sounds like they're determined to keep all that gold on Judgment Day.
Yeah. Roman Reigns will address Paul Heyman tonight, so I think that will be something fun. A nice little spar in the ring.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch will present a proposal to Lyra Valkyria tonight before their match at SummerSlam, which I don't.
Ooh.
Okay.
What kind of stipulation do you think?
2 to 3 falls. I mean, Lyra just did that, so maybe not.
Or
ladder
or a cage.
Well, they're doing a cage with Solo and.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Never mind. Oh, ladder match at SummerSlam. Yeah, that'd be fun. Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I mean, the history's there.
It's because that was 95 that they did their rematch, right? Shawn and Razor.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 years later.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of history there. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be cool.
I don't know what it's going to be. CM Punk has a message for Gunther after earning his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
Sami Zayn and Killer Kross.
Karrion Kross.
I know. I read his Twitter thing. Sorry. They will meet one-on-one tonight.
Kross gets a win here, right?
I would certainly hope so.
The Sami won on pay-per-view, which is fine.
I would certainly hope so, but it's... Yeah, I don't know.
We're going to remain optimistic. That's what we're going to do here.
That's fair. And then number one contendership for the tag team champions in a triple threat. The New Day, the Creeds, and it looks like Del Toro and Cruz. Gotta be the Creeds,
I gotta be honest. I'm not excited about any of these teams.
It's gotta be the Creeds, though, right?
Does it?
I mean, I hope so.
I would have liked. I mean, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. Too little, too late. Like I'm kind of off the Creeds train now.
No,
we know they can go. It's just they were buried so long in the starts of American Made.
No. Don't do that. No.
I'm sorry. I'm not excited about this one.
Oh, quiet down. It'll be a great match. You tell me you don't want to see Finn and JD take on the Creeds?
I'm not saying it won't be great. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm just not excited about it. Get me excited about it.
That's not my job.
On that show, it should be, but whatever.
No, you have somebody else for that.
That's a good point. Before we get out of here, one final question for you. Sean Rossop breaking this today since we're talking about PLEs. There is a deal between WWE and Fandango to show PLEs in movie theaters across the United States, starting with SummerSlam. You can buy single or combo pack tickets if it's a 2-night show. Just want to get your thoughts on WWE making its way onto the big screen movie theaters.
Whatever they can do to make money, they're going to do.
And this should not be surprised. Again, when we look at how TKO was started, the fact that Endeavor spearheaded that purchase, Ari Emanuel, one of the biggest talent agents out there, it's no secret that he's got those connections with, all over Hollywood, and that includes theater chains, streaming services, you name it. I like the idea of this. I mean, when we look at things that, when we look at trying to connect with other wrestling fans, because we watch our shows from the comfort of our homes and we'll get people together that we know. But I do like the idea of this creating community for other wrestling fans to go and have an environment to watch it and meet new people. I do really like the idea of that. I'm curious to how this move will impact, and I mean, this will be a WrestleNomics sort of thing that I'm sure that they will break down, but what that does to impact people that would prefer to watch it on Peacock and things of that nature, because it is the choice of, do I want to go to a movie theater and watch it and pay for overpriced concessions and things of that nature, or do I watch it at home on a streaming service that I probably already have, especially, if we're looking at Peacock.
For overpriced DoorDash.
Or if you're like me, prefer to, smoke meat and go all out.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see. Anything they can do to make money, if they think they're making money off of this, they're going to do it. I personally don't want to go to a movie theater to watch wrestling, but that's fine.
Would you go to the E, though?
Maybe.
I'll take that, maybe. There's going to be some market research on our social media channels in the near future, so be on the lookout for that if you're in the Cincinnati area. Podcast Dad, I think that it is time for us to get out of here. Thank you again to our sponsor at Gorilla Press Apparel. BigCartel.com, promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site-wide. Shout out to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. They are on the road to 200 subscribers. Subscribe to the YouTube channel today. We have officially hit 500 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that helped us to reach that milestone. The road to 1,000 begins. So, Podcast Dad, tell our friends out there, all 500 of our subscribers, what they should do.
If you like what we're doing here, please subscribe to the show. It helps us do really, really fun stuff like SCI. That's to support amazing wrestlers like a Jameson Shook. It's so much fun. We love what we do here. Come along for the ride. Yeah.
That is going to do it for us. Again, we will be back tomorrow night. Dominic Stuckey, Jameson Shook, Tommy Davis, Matt Griffin will all be joining us. This will be a star-studded SCI recap special. I know, and I mean, I'm getting so excited. I'm knocking my microphone all over the place. But that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you to everybody that has joined us. Thank you to everybody that's been along for this ride. We will be back tomorrow night at 6:30 for the Podcast Dad. I am Mr. Cincinnati. Until tomorrow, enjoy the graps.